Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Happy birthday, Jay Dyer. We're going to do one of your puzzles. Let's see, these rules are kind of cut off. Let's see. See if I can fix that. How is everybody today? I don't know how long I'm going to go today. We'll see. I have a thing that I have to be at. So I can't go any longer than 4 hours, but might end up going less than that. And yes, Merry Christmas Eve. How is everybody? How's your birthday going, Jay? I hope you had a good day. Welcome, D-Web. Welcome, Thomas. Welcome, ELOSF. Hi, Acid Helm. Hi, Jim. David, always great to see you. And welcome, 99% Sneaky. Well, I am glad you're here, D-Web. All right. Nice, Acid Hum. Acid Hum doing an escape room. Speaking of birthdays, my birthday and Zeta's birthday are coming up, and if anyone wants to set a birthday puzzle, especially for Zeta, who is turning 40 in a couple of weeks, then we will take that. I will make a submissions thread if anyone wants to set Zeta a birthday puzzle, and we will do those on stream. All right. Let us have a look. Hey, Marty, how's it going? I was really pleased to see that Simon did the wonderful puzzle I did on Friday. I'm sorry I was a bit rushed, Marty, on that last puzzle on Friday. I did have a thing I had to get to, but it was a really awesome puzzle. And it, like Simon said, it was really amazing that it solved given the clues there. And it was amazing how forced things were from just so few clues. Really enjoyed that puzzle. All right. Let's have a look at Circles and Adders by Jay Dyer, by the birthday girl herself. Normal Sudoku rules apply. 9 cells, 1 per row, column, and box, are adders. An adder containing the digit D, so if that's a 3 and it's an adder, then for the purpose of, that's kind of a bad, there we go. If that's a 3, then for purposes of clues, we add 3 to the orthogonally adjacent cells, which is a crazy rule, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it works with this puzzle. And then a circle with a value of n means that n circles have value n. The values of the circles joined by the line sum to the same as the values of the cells on the line. Let's see. And each digit appears in one adder. Okay. So my first question, do you have a recommended bet tree, Jay? Yes, Steve Webb. It's a double arrow. So I want to see what the minimum value of this double arrow is. That's 10, 11, plus another 15. 11 plus 15, that's 31. So these two circles have to sum to a minimum of 31. So there aren't many degrees of freedom because the maximum these could sum to is if they're an 8-9 pair with an 8-9 pair of adders next to them, which would be 34. Adders do affect the circle values. Yes, adders affect the circle values. It seems pretty clear from the rules. So there are not very many degrees of freedom on this line. This line is max or min 31 and the circles are max 34. Yeah. Oh, double check my minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 11. Hey, Plonk Time. Plonk Time donates $50 and says, Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and happy birthday, Jay. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Plonk Time. We'll get you a donation dance. Whee! Woo! Thank you so very much, Plonk Time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 16, 26. Okay. So there are tons of degrees of freedom. Where did I get 31? We won't interrogate that. That was me doing some zeta math. Okay. So this can actually work out a bunch of ways. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the values in here is some number of squares that add to 16. Let's see. Now we can't ever have a 9 in a circle. So there are no circles. Here. So we can't have 9 in a circle. Oh yeah, did Jay ever come up with the bet tree? Oh, wait. We can have a we can have a 9 in circles. I am saying things that aren't true because of this crazy rule set. And the reason we can have 9 in a circle is we can have two values of 9 in the same box because of the adders. Row 5, column 9, bet tree. Just a sec, I have to clear my throat. Okay. Yeah, so how do we get a grip on this? So but let's see. The minimum here isn't actually 10, though, because one of these cells, minimum 2 of these, oh, no, wait. It is 10 because one of these cells could be the adder, in which case nothing would be added. Adder doesn't modify itself. So if one of these is the adder, what happens if one of these isn't the adder? Then that pushes up the minimum by quite a lot. Yeah, D-Web talking about circles. I knew which ones you meant. That's true. Like, even at minimum, these have a value of 13. But then you need 13 circles to have a value of 13. D-Web with a great point. How many circles in a box can have a value of 13 or any particular value? Trying to wrap my head around how that works. Because you can't repeat digits in a box. So one circle, like if you want to have 2 in a box, you need 2 circles that are next to 2 different adders. So one of them has to get added from outside the box. So how many of these circles are on box borders? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So minimum cells that could have a value of 13, 10, 11, 12, 13, that's it. Now, I haven't necessarily highlighted the exact cells that have a value of 13, but I have highlighted the maximum number of cells that could have a value of 13, or any particular single value. You can have max 2 per box using some of this. So what we can say is that both of these must have a value of 13, because if one of them has a value of lower than 13, the other one must have a value higher than 13, which we can't have. So in fact, we have to minimize this entire line. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them must be the adder. And I see the digit that we get from this. Let's see, what color do I want to make? Is this gray visible enough? The gray is not adder. Or does that like erase this circle? Can people still see this circle? But I want to color cells that can't be adders. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in fact, one of these two is the adder. Actually, it's going to have to be this one. But I'll argue that in a second. So none of these cells are adders. And this must be an unadded 1. So these cells can't be adders. And and we get to do a 1 dance. This puzzle's amazing. Okay, I see some other things we can do here, but let's get our 1 dance in. Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do. Wee! Do 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 do. Wah! Do 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 do. Boop. Okay. So, I see a bunch of consequences here. So, this cell must achieve a value of 13. So this 1 can't possibly be an adder, because 1 added to 9 isn't big enough. So this 1 is not an adder. One of these must be an adder. So these are not adders. Now I want to come back over here and say that this cell must achieve a value of 13. And it's on the border, and we needed every cell on a border to have an adder outside the box. So in fact, this is our first adder. What color should we make adders? Let's make them orange. So in fact, 2 and 3 is not, are both not big enough. So this is 4 or 5 only. So this can only be 8 or 9. Oh, but I bet this is going to be even more restrictive. This has to have an adder outside the box. So in fact, this is an adder, and it can only have a value of 4 because we need this to get to 13. So that's a 4 and that's a 9. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we can also gray all of that. And now we can gray all of that. Okay. Now that this is a 4, we can't repeat that in an adder. So that's a 5 and that's an 8. Yes, the orange cells are unique, Jaleb. Okay, so this needs to see an adder. Let's see. This needs to see an adder from outside the box. So this is an adder. Huh. Is that right? Hey, Dorlier, welcome. Yeah, we can gray that. Okay, so no, this doesn't need to see an adder. Oh, cells can be next to multiple adders. Right. Thank you, Jay. That completely that's true. We can't have cells. So any cell orthogonally adjacent to a line cell can't be an adder. So now this is the only place for an adder in box 5. So these are not adders. These are not adders. I want to argue that this has to be an adder. Yeah, I'm betting that these two have to be adders. I think. Well, so these 3 circles all need to have a value of 13. So they all need to be next to adders. That's probably the easy way. And the only one of... Did we rule out the possibility of row 1, column 7 being an adder? Making this double modified. Oh. Did we screw up? Do we have to go back? I think Josh is right. So we're all the way back here. So let's go ahead and gray our stuff and be a little more thoughtful. In fact, this has to be an adder. Yeah, we'll come back to box 5. Column 6, also gray. But this one, oh no, this one is next to an adder. So this could go 499. Line adjacent cells definitely are not adders. That was valid. So we do get that. Row 4, thank you. Okay. So this has to achieve a value of 13. So this is minimum 4. Maybe that's a little gratuitous. Oh. Is this pencil mark not right anymore? If this could be next to multiple adders, this could be lower. Row 2, column 3's. Row 3, column 2's pencil mark isn't justified for the same reason. That's true. Okay. So this requires us to think harder. This is going to need to see this is going to need to see an adder outside the box, though. So this must be an adder. I feel pretty confident about that. Hey, Carl. Happy Christmas to you. But I still want to come back to that this also needs to have value 13. Like, the only time a circle cannot have a value of 13 is if there are 3 in a single box. So this has to have a value of 13. And this has to have a value of 13. This is going to see an adder in the box, so this needs to see an adder outside the box. We must have an adder here. So that rules out all of these. But also one of these needs to see an adder outside the box. So it must be this one. So there must be an adder here. Yeah, Josh Johnson just saw the exact same thing. So that's an adder ruling out these. One of these circles needs to see an adder inside the box. It's not that one. So this one must see an adder inside the box. So that's an adder. That's not. And I'm not sure we can resolve. Oh, wait, we can. One of these two has to see an adder. Yep, D-Web spots it. So that's an adder, and that resolves the rest of our adders. So now we know where every adder is. And now I'm going to take away the gray because we just know where all the adders are. So now I want to note that this, just these have values that are not 13. So yeah, I like that better. So these three circles have values that are not 13. So they can only contain 1, 2, and 3. D-Web thinks row 5, column 5 is a 9. Now this legitimately sees one adder. Every other 13 value cell is being modified twice. This one isn't. And this one isn't. And this one isn't. My brain's actually working great right now because I took yesterday completely off of doing anything. Yeah, Plonk time, it's these three. Plonk time says 3 outies are not next to adders, and it's these. So it's either a 1 and 2 2s or it's 3 3s. If it's 3 3s, that puts a 3 here. I'm not sure what else that does. This is definitely very isolated, but all we really know is that these add to 13. So adders that see a lone cell have to be at least 4. Ah. D-Web with a good point. But I'm going to see where this goes, if it goes anywhere. But then I'll come back to D-Web's point. Because we have an awful lot of high digits in adders. 3, 4, 5, 6. We in fact have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sextuple in adders. So none of these are 4, 5. Yeah, I was hoping we would get this. Yes, Carl, I think this is correct because... Oh, no, it's not. Darn it. This one. I was wrong about this one. Because this circle also sees another adder. Oh, but this circle only sees one adder. That's it. Carl gets it. I just had the wrong one. Thank you, Carl. Yes, it's this circle. So we do have the sextuple. I just had the wrong ones. So in fact, that's not 4, that's not 4, 5, and that's 1, 2, or 3. Now, back to D-Web's point, yeah, is that these two have to be the same digit as each other. And these two have to be the same digit as each other. And these two have to be the same digit as each other. I don't think there's any reason why they couldn't all be the same digit. But let's see. But can we place this digit? Like, is there a reason it can't be this? Do we have to put it over here? Or could it even be this? Very restrictive in box 4. That's true. These definitely see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the same digit, and they're 6, 7, 8, 9. But I think 9 is too big. Because these are minimum 6. So in fact, These are max 7. These are minimum 5. These are max 8. And this one can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. So that's a little less. Top 4 rows. Oh, this one's too big to be 9? Yeah, let's see. 9 plus 8. So actually this is quite restricted. So what's the minimum this can be? 2, 6, and 4 is already 12. So this can't be, so we only have 1 degree of freedom here. So in fact, this one can only be 4 or 5. So this is highly restricted. And this has to add to 13 with this, so it's 8 or 9. That's true. These are minimum 9 together. So these are maximum 4. And they're not 1. So this is not teal. Right. This is some other digit. And what if this was 9? 9 plus 4, oh, is already 13. So these are definitely not 9. 8 plus 4 is 12. That's still too big. But 4 plus 7 plus 2 does work. This puzzle's fantastic, as pretty much expected of Jay, but this is, I'm having so much fun. Remove 8 and 9. Yeah. Yeah. It's like 7 plus 1 plus 5 is... Oh, so now We actually have a 4, 5, 6, 7 quad. So in fact, these are an 8, 9 pair. So this one's quite low. This one's only 4 or 5. Now this has to be quite high. So is 3 even possible? 3 plus 8 plus 2. That's true. The tree does see an 8, 9 pair, which knocks out 40% of the betters. So this one is only 4 or 5. Yeah, and this also sees a 4, 5 pair. Oh, but I shouldn't be looking up here. I should be looking down here. Ah, so that's not 4 or 5. So does that mean that's not 6 or 7? Yes. This isn't 6 or 7. So now we've got a 4, 5 pair. So that's 6 or 7. I love how this is bouncing around the grid. The greens... Okay, this green sees this. This green sees this. And this green sees this. So green has to be a 1 and 2 2s. That is a beautiful point to Carl. Oh, if either of these is 4, or, sorry, if purple is 4, then that's a 5 and min 6, which is way too big. If this is a 3, 3 plus 4 plus 6 does work. Row 1, column 6. Yeah, we can narrow these down. Oh, we can write in, let's see, 6, 7. Oh, so this is actually also 6, 7. That was very interesting, Josh. So these are only 5 or 8. So this can't be 1 anymore. Oh, 8 is too big? 8, 1, 6? Yep, that's too big. So these are 5s. Let's see, 5 plus 7 is, let's see, is 3 too big here? Let's see, 5 plus 1, 6 plus 7. 8 plus 6, that's too big. So no 3 there. I was hoping we were going to knock out 1. We do have a 1-2 pair, so no 2 here. Thank you, Nicholas. Neither of these can possibly be teal. So that is a teal 6-7. Sayori wants to look at teal in box 5. How do we know anything about that? Box 2. Well, it's in one of these. Is there a reason it's not in one of them? 6-7 pair in row 1. That is teal 6-7. We don't know which one of these is teal, though. I was looking around these and trying to see if any particular pair of them being 2 broke, but I don't think I can see that. Right, this is 4-5, so that's 8-9. Hey, Mahdi. If this tries to be 5, well, yeah, that's already too big. Yeah, these are pairs. They're not the same. So this has to be in one of these. So that places it here. So this is an 8-9, and these are the same digit. Sayori with an easier spot there. Row 9, column 2. Yeah. Where does this go in box 4? It goes here. So this is the other 8, 9. I hate those circles. Column 3, rows 5 and 6. Sorry, column 3, rows 5 and 6. See a 2, 3 pair. It's true, we can finish this. Yeah, Mehdi points out this is 8, 9 just by sudoku. Sure. We can catch up the adders. So then colors unambiguously mean same digit. Ah! Ah! All right. Non-teal 6, 7 in row 2. Let's see. Oh, greens also don't mean same digit? Sure. Yeah. Non-teal 6, 7. Oh. Yeah. It's not there. Yeah. That I don't know why it took me so long to see that. Hi, Ambrose. Yellow 8, 9 in row 2. Ah. there. And this is the other 3, 4. Now we get the 5 in box 1. And that finally does stuff. So that's a 4. 3 and a 4. Wait, did I screw up? Oh, that could be 5. Ah. Oh, in fact, this can't be 5 because it sees a 4, 5 pair. So that is the 5. Okay. So no 5 here, no 4 here. Now that this is a 4, oh, we don't know what these are. Oh, 5 plus 2 plus 6. Yeah. So teal is in fact 6. So that's 7. Now that's 8. That's 9. Yellow is 9. Oh, we have this now. That does have to be a 2. So that's our 1, and these are 2s. These are 3s. So that's a 6. So that's 7 and 6. So that's 1. Now stuff is happening very quickly. That's 5, so that's 8. That's 1, 5. 3 here, 4 here, 3 here. Let's see, 8 gives us a 9 here. So that's a 4. One gives us a 3 here and a 1 here. This 6 gives us a 7 here. And I think that's going to be the puzzle. Seven, 9. 8, 8, 6, 3. That was, yes, that was nuts. 8. That's a 7. 6, 9, 2, 4, 5, 1, 9, 7, 1, 7, 5, 5, 7, 8, 3, 1, 4, doot, 2, 3, 9, 8, 2, 9, 4, 4, 3, and the bet tree 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a 6. Oh, wow. I agree with Jim. Uh, the puzzle moved along quite nicely. I had to be careful. I made a couple of, well, I made several wrong moves. Chat kept me honest. And that was a fantastic puzzle with a really beautiful rule set. Uh, Thank you, Jay, and thank you, Selena, for the inspiration. That was great. All right, let me have a look at our list. See, Marty Sears was here earlier. Is he still here? So he has a new puzzle that looked interesting. Yes, lovely flow to this one. This was highly memorable. Jay's just been knocking it out of the park lately. Let's do this, Marty Sears. Let's see, I'm gonna ping Marty here. What's wrong? Yeah, it is slate. So what I expect is that this rule set will be really hard to wrap our heads around at first, and then once we get it, it'll be pretty easy. That's what I'm expecting out of this. So we have counting circles again, but sort of a variant. Normal Sudoku rules, these are region sum lines. So digits along a line have the same sum in each box they pass through. We get crop dots where these are in a ratio of 1 to 2. And then these are normal counting circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. A digit in a yellow circle indicates exactly how many yellow circles. So, no, wait, it's not normal. So a digit in a yellow circle says how many red circles have that digit. And a digit in a red circle says how many yellow circles don't have that digit. I agree. Hey, Marty. We are working on wrapping our heads around what this rule set means. I've just said to chat that I expect this will be really mind-bending at first, and then once we get it, it'll be pretty easy. I think that's my expectation for this puzzle. Uh, so it's yeah, J Dyer has it, the unique digits in yellow sum to 19. That's also true. By the nature of what this is doing, red can only contain. Is that true? We know red does contain every digit in yellow. But what would it mean? Yeah, we know red contains every digit in yellow, but I don't think yellow has to contain every digit in red. If a digit appears in red that isn't yellow, it's 9. Well, I do expect there must be a 9 in. Mustn't there be a 9 in red? Jaleb, red aren't normal counting circles. They don't have to obey counting circles. Red isn't counting itself. So you can perfectly fine have a 9. Okay, so Nicholas points out that there are 19 red circles, which means that the unique digits in yellow sum to less than or equal to 19. But they must sum to less than 19, right? I feel like there have to be digits in red that are not in yellow. Yeah, so there definitely can't be a 9 in yellow. Ah! There definitely can't be a 9 in yellow, because if there was a 9 in yellow, then there would be 9 nines in red, but that means that no yellow contains a 9, so that's a paradox. So there's no 9 in yellow. And 8 in yellow suffers. Now, I don't see why you can't have a single 8 in yellow. So you have an 8 in yellow. There are 8 8s in red. You can't put 8 8s in red. Oh, can we not? Let's see, there's no circle in row 7. Red is only in 7 boxes. Ah. So yes, no 8 in yellow. So, right. So right. So let's look at looking at Josh. Red. Well, I don't see why red can't have a 9. I think red having a 9 is perfectly fine because we know yellow has no 9, so 9 is perfectly fine to put in red. But 1, 2, 3, and 4, I agree, are big problems. In fact, it's going to... 1, 2, 3, 4 in... Okay, so yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in yellow puts that digit into red. And 1, 2, 3, 4 in red. So if there's a 1 in red, that means that all but one yellow circle is 1, which is stupid. I think only 9. I think red can only have 9 that's not in yellow. Jay, I don't see why a single yellow can't be 8. Why can't one yellow be 8? Right. We just said that. You can't have 8 red 8s. And let's go back to 4 being in yellow, puts a 4 in red. But minimum 5 yellows don't contain a certain digit. So we have narrowed it down to that all of these are 5, 6, 7. See, one of these is a 6, so there's no 3, 6. So these are 1, 2, 4, 8. And these are 3, 6. Jay points out that, oh, not 3, 6, 3, 9. Thank you, Nicholas. Yes, Jay points out that now we need a red 7 in every box that has a red. So that makes this 7, and we get to do a 7 dance. Whee! Wah! Thank you, Zach. Thank you. So no 7s there. Let's see, there must be a 7 in one of these. So there's a 7 in one of these. So that's not 7. There's a 7 in one of these, so that's not 7. D. Webb with a good point that there exists a 5 in yellow, so there exists 5 in red, which means exactly 5 yellows are not red. But that in particular means that that must be a 5. So that's also a 5. That's a 6 and a 5. That's a 7 and a 6 and a 5. And a 7 and a 6. Yep, and red can only be 5, 6, 7, and 9. I see why this rule set with this arrangement works so well with black dots, is that with the exception of 6, you're handling all of the digits that can't be on black dots. So these are all 5, 6, 7, 9. We can clean up. Now, if this were 7, it would rule 7 out of these boxes. Oh, only one place for 7, and we need a 7. Let's see. 5 or 7. Jim. All remaining boxes that have red must have 6. All remaining boxes that have red must have 6. Right, we need 6 6s in red. So that's a 6. That's a 6. That's a 6. That's a 6. Now that has to be a 7. That has to be a 7. There's no 6 on a black dot anywhere in the puzzle. So every black dot is from 1, 2, 4, 8. And oh, we need 5 5s in red. We can do the same logic since we don't have a 6 here, so we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places for 5 in red. So in fact, that must be a 5. That's a 5. That needs to be a 5. We need 6 and 7 in here, so no 9. Oh, row 3, column 3. Yep, it's only a 3. So that's a 9. That's all that's left in the box. So we got 3 and 9 there. Doot, doot. Let's see, 5 7 pairs. We have 3 9 pair left over, and we know the order. Let's see, what's left in this row? Oh, we don't have the last of 1 2 4 8. And then a 9. Let's see. Ah, 1 2 4 8 is the last thing in this row and this column. Mehdi points out that by sudoku we get a 3 here, doot. And then a 3 here. And we can finish, actually, we can finish box 3 with 1, 2, 4, 8s. We get a 3 here. No 3 on this line. No 3 on this line, so we obviously can't add to 1 or 2. And no 3 here, so we can't add to 3. And no 3 on the line, so we can't add to 4. It sees a 5, a 6, and a 7. So the sum is only 8 or 9. And does one of these for sure see an 8? Oh, no 5, 6, or 7 in here. So no 8. So these are 9. The only way to do this is with 1 and 8. This is the other 1, 2, 4, 8 for the row. This is 1, 2, 4, 8. This is 9 by Sudoku. 9 in box 6. Oh, we have 8 9s. Let's see. In a lot of these places, in the corner boxes, we know it's 1, 2, and 4, 8. So that's one kind. That's another kind. Let's not use blue for this. So then this will have to be pink. That's blue. Wait, not blue, green. That's a pink digit. That's a pink digit. That's a green pair. That's a pink pair. That's a pink digit. That's a green digit. These see up, making both of these green. These are both pink. Oh, I miscolored this. Thanks. And in fact, these see one pink and one green. So in fact, these are 2, 4. So these are 1, 8. These are 2, 4. Same here, points out Nicholas. So these are 2, 4. These are 1, 8. These are 2, 4. One 8 left in box 2. 1, 8 left in box 6. See, we have both greens here. One 8 pair, row 6. So that's the 2, 4 in green. So that's the 1, 8 in green. So that is now the 1, 8 in green, and that's the 2, 4 in green. One 8 pair here points out Daniel. So that's the 2, 4 in pink. So that's 1, 8. That's 2, 4. That's 1, 8. That's 2, 4. That's 1, 8. Sayori with a good spot that this 2, 4 goes here. So that must be green 1, 8 to finish the column. What? Oh, green 2, 4. Ugh. Oh no, there's already a... It's a 3. Wow. 2, 4 pair, 1, 8 pair, 3 left over. Oh. And these are green. These are from 2, 3, 4. That one's the 3. 2, 4 pair, so that's a 3. Purple 1, 8 looks up here, so that's green. That's purple, not red, purple. That looks down here. No, it doesn't. But that looks up here. That looks down. So that's purple. That 1, 8 looks up. Okay, now. Oh, what's left in row 6? Well, that's purple. That's green. And left in the row looks like purple 2, 4. And then left in this box is purple 1, 8. So this sums to 14 or 16. So it's going to have to be 16. Because these already sum to 9. So that'll be a 7. 6. And now that has to be 4. And this is going to unwind all around the grid. Let's see, 5 there. Now we know what this adds to. This adds to 14. So that's a 2. So green is low. And that is going to finish the puzzle. Eight, 8, 4, 8, 4, 8, 4, 2, and 1. Very nice. I agree with Jay. You don't have to do a lot of math with the region sum lines to make them work because of the 1-8 pairs. Beautiful symmetry, and again, once you figure out what's going on with the circles, then it all goes really smoothly from there. Very nice, very nice. I am going to take a quick break, and then I'll come back and I'll do at least one more. I don't know if it'll be a full stream today, but I'm definitely going to do at least one more. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. See you soon. So, Zeta Math actually just got back to town. I haven't seen him in a couple of days. I am going to do one more puzzle, but I think I will end the stream after that. Uh, Let us do a celebratory Christmas puzzle. By Itrio. Go. All right. So just a little holiday romp here. So these gray lines are palindromes. So they read the same backwards and forwards. These are arrows, so the digits along the arrow sum to the digit in that arrow's circle, and on either side of a white dot, digits are consecutive. So let's see, this arrow is long. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1, yeah. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 1. So both arrow bulbs are at least 7. So we immediately get that, which also puts a 6, 7, 8, 9 here. Now, in fact, these two are the same digit. So that is restrictive. So we can't repeat. See, we can, if we repeated a 2, we can do that. We can I don't think we can repeat a 3. Oh, we can repeat a 3 with a 1, 2 and making 9. Right. These are also the same digit along this arrow. Let's see, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is 3 too much for these? 3, 6, 7, 10. Yeah, 3 is too much for these. So that takes 4 out of here. Let's see. We do have a triple in row 2. This is not 2. Ah, yeah, 2 would break here. You'd need another 2. So these aren't 2. Right, and one of these is 2. See, if we tried making this a 3, 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2. Seems okay. Let's see. So there's a virtual white dot here. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is a white dot here. So these are a string of consecutive digits. Okay, multiple people are saying this, so let me try to understand this. If this is a 3, then these are 1, 2, 1, 2. So you'd need 1 and 2 up here, but at least one of those is on the crop key, and that doesn't work. Wow. What an interaction. I wonder if that was intended. This is a 2-star puzzle, but that is really nice. So we get these, and we get to do a 1 dance. Do 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 do. Wee. Do 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 do. Woo. Do 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 do. Wah. Do 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 do. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. So we immediately get this. So this can't be a 7 anymore, so that can't be a 6. Oh, if this isn't 1, it's 3, and then that seems too big. 2, 4, 7, 10. Yeah. So that is a 1. So in box 5, arrow cells are 1, 2, 3, and include 1. So 2, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 is too much. So these are 1, 2, or 1, 3. They definitely have a 1. Let's see. This has at least one of 2 and 3. And that digit is going to have to go up here. So we can't get very high with this. Right, there must be a 3 in one of these. That is the conclusion. So I think that means this is true. And we can reflect that. Ah, that's going to help. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4 all resolves. I wrote the palindrome wrong. Oh, 5, 6. 4 not on the palindrome. Two is off the arrow. So these are 3, 4. No, they just are 3, 4. And that's a 9 and an 8. So that's an 8. These are 1, 2. That's 7 or 9. Let's see, we can palindrome this to there. Four in row 3 points out Nicholas, goes down here. Let's see, if this were an 8, that would put an 8 in this box where it can't be. So that's an 8. 5 and 6 in column 3. No 1 there. Right, so that's a 1, that's a 2. And this is rapidly falling apart here. 1, 4, 9 triple, that's a 2. So that's a 2, that must be a 3, 3. So that's a 3. Three in box 6. We got our 4 and our 3 up here resolved. see. No 4 or 6 here. Two into box 2. Thank you, Jim. This 5, 6, 7 reflects. Need to put a 1 into box 8. Let's see. Nine goes here. 4 in the box goes here, so that's a 5. That's going to do a lot. 7's there, that's a 6. 9 and 4 and 5 and 7 and 7 and 6 and 9 and 4. And I think that is going to do it. Nine, 7, 2, 5, 9. 1 and 9, 4. Okay, 7, 8 pairs. That's a 9. That's a 4, 6. 5, 1, 8, 7, 2, 6, 3, 7, 1, 8, 2, 8, 6, 5, 8, 1, 9, and 7. Very lovely. All right. We are happy to do whatever we can, Sarah. Unfortunately, you've come in right at the end of the stream because I have not seen Zeta in a couple of days, and he just got home from out of town. So I am going to go hang out with Zeta. We'll be back on stream on Tuesday. I don't know whether that'll be me or Zeta or both. We'll figure it out. But thanks for hanging out with me today. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Thank you again, everyone, for coming. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking the like button. And thank you to everyone who supports us financially. Thank you so much to Plonk Time for the super chat today. If you want to support us financially, you can click the join button down below. For just $5 a month, you get green name, Zach emotes, and your name on our thank you screens. All right. Yes. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon. Have a Merry Christmas.